we now have a situation where them two quote-unquote black dudes, the English black dudes, that do the podcast called ShtxnGigs.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of their clips before. The clips I see, some of them are funny, some of them are not. One time I came in here and E4O was watching the podcast in the studio, in the TV on the studio. The whole podcast, watching it was insufferable. I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But they're very popular. Got a successful podcast. They were having a conversation with
Andrew Schultz.
Who's popular comedian, white dude.
Charlemagne's boy.
They do a podcast together or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Brilliant Idiots.
He's sitting down with the two, do some shits and giggles, and at some point in this conversation, he goes all denigrating black women, essentially calling them abusive.
This is the guy from ShtxnGigs?
And this is Andrew Schultz.
Okay.
He was like, man, black men get a beard as a defense mechanism to absorb all them slaps, have black women just be slapping them and shit. He also said, I guess I could just fucking play what he actually fucking said, because he's denigrating black women and stereotyping them in a way that's just like, bro, what the fuck you know about it? You know what I'm saying? And the two quote-unquote black dudes are laughing. They kikiing like a motherfucker. It's hilarious to them. But in the clip.
A guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like, he shaved up.
Right. So let me set this right first. They talking about the black woman effect. Remember that was a big thing about how these white dudes get the black woman effect and they change their haircuts and this, that, and the third. Remember how black women were all championing that shit, right? And at the center of it was Travis Kelce, the tight end from the Chiefs. He used to be with the black woman. Now he's allegedly with Taylor Swift. His whole look has changed. He's back to his white boy shit. So they talking about the black woman effect and what that looks like. And they're talking about the haircuts and shit. And then Andrew Schultz goes into these other aspects of what the black woman effect is.
It's the black girlfriend effect. Oh, you don't know about it? Blow up the other culture. Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like, he shaved up. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair. Bro, white guys with black girlfriends, they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of, bro. I think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro. You think? Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends? Yeah. Have you ever had white girls? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite? We love them all. Yeah. Oh, really? We love them all. Yeah. That means white.
So essentially he says, they get the haircuts because they start losing their hair because black women stressing them out, and they grow the beards because they got to use a protective layer because black women be smacking the fuck out of them. White boy.
So I ain't gonna lie to you, I see it very differently.
Okay, well let me first.
Go on and rock.
White boy, the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know shit about what the fuck you talking about. You don't know our culture. You married to a white woman. You don't know shit about what the fuck you talking about. I know you're a comedian, right? But don't go too far. And you went too fucking far. You talking about black women just stressing out what the black woman experience. You don't know shit about the black woman experience, bro. You don't know shit about the black girlfriend effect. You don't know shit about how black women have the capacity to pour into a man's life. Like, could we all find examples of stressors? Sure, right? Do that give this white dude some type of pass to go on national TV with this bullshit? Fuck no. And do it mean the two black men sitting with him should permit that and laugh and joke like that shit funny? Hell no, boy. Watch your motherfucking mouth. I'd have been like, what the fuck you know about black women? You had a black woman as a partner before? What the fuck are you talking about? Go back home to your white ass wife, eat your motherfucking bland ass food, and shut the fuck up. Let's like miss me with that bullshit, bro. Like I say this a lot, man. Racist jokes, whatever, right? I got a really big sense of humor. But the shit better be funny. It can't just be offensive. Like, every time a white homie in high school, and I would say that to him. He's like, yo, can I tell you a racist joke? And I would be like, it better be funny. I was like, you can say it, but it better be funny if it's not funny, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. If it's only racist. That shit right there was only racist and offensive. That shit wasn't fucking funny, nigga. That ain't your experience. You don't get no pass on this shit. Fuck you, and fuck them two niggas that sat there and thought it was funny with you.
So, I don't know them dudes.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I've never really, the only time I've even seen them or heard of them was when he had them on in here, right?
But you're talking about black women from like this American cultural lens of black women. Them niggas ain't from America.
But see, I think the average person is looking at Andrew Schultz and saying he's demeaning black women. Mm-hmm. I think Andrew Schultz is demeaning them dudes he's talking to.
Agreed.
Right? And not only that, like you just hit with the prop joke, right? You start a hornet's nest, you can't tell who gonna get stung, bro. All of this shit, in my opinion, is the reflections of the toxicity of our lack of understanding of our identity, right? So, Schultz came out after that, and he spoke about that he had the ability to edit that podcast.
He was clowning them niggas.
I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw a small clip, right?
So first they went on an apology tour. The two podcast niggas. Mm-hmm. They went on an apology tour, apologizing. They felt all cringy in the moment, and whooped the band, boy, y'all was laughing y'all motherfucking face off. Did nothing seem like y'all felt cringy at all. So y'all go on this weak ass apology tour, whatever. And then after the apology tour, Andrew Schultz saw that, and he comes out and goes on to what you're about to go into.
So Schultz comes out and says, hey man, y'all, I did edit some shit out. Y'all didn't even ask me to edit out the part who was better. Right? And by your silence and your change in direction, you answered who you deemed was better. Right? Now, again, you from London or something like that. Yeah. Right? The epicenter of white supremacy.
Right.
So I can imagine. I've never been to London. I have no clear understanding of what London is.
I'm gonna pull up on them niggas in a few weeks.
I could just imagine that London is a motherfucker on the black psyche. I can imagine it. Because I know America's a motherfucker on the black psyche. One of the arguments I've always made in here is that there's very few black people, there's a bunch of dark-skinned white people, right? But that's a reflection of the insanity and the sickness in which we operate in, right? So when they did the black girlfriend effect, I had an argument in here with y'all, and I said that shit is not cute, cool, or funny. That shit is a fetishization of black masculinity, and it's negating the real value of black men. I made that argument clear, and y'all was like, no, it ain't that, right?
Yeah, there was some nuance there I disagree with, but whatever.
That's cool, but I'm saying this is the conversation started around the same exact fucking thing, right? Where the black men validate whiteness, right? And it's a joke, and it's a laugh, and it's funny, he. It's the Pac shit. It's the shit I just talked about in that lyric. To have a race of babies that'll make the baby, race of niggas will make the babies that'll hate the ladies. When you say who's better, and they we love all women, you've already validated what side of this you stand on, though you came out of a black vagina.